this stuff up while we give our viewers a chance to log on to their computers. We don't like to rush anybody. It's a nice, slow, hot Monday, hot, humid Monday. Oh my God, this hair is going to be the death of me.
Haircuts.
Time for haircuts. Oh my gosh, I'm really going to. This is crazy. All right, let's get the hat back on. What are you drinking out of?
A mason jar.
A what?
A mason jar.
Oh my! Don't you people have glasses or like cups or something? Anyway, you do what you.
It's in style.
Keep chomping away. You keep chomping away, and I'm going to start our music. I got my bongos today. I gotta tune these up.
Hi. How you doing?
Yeah, we actually have another guest on there. I don't know who that was. Somebody must have cut in on our feed. But anyway, welcome! June 22nd to the Steve Squared Show. I'm your host, Funny Man Stevie K, along with the chowing down. I caught her at dinner time. I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, and it's always a pleasure to welcome Emily V. Hello there. Oh my God, the FBI's here. Anyway, we are broadcasting still remote because I think we're in, what phase are we in? Phase 60 something. Oh, phase 2? Or is that the peace sign? Good. You eat, I'll speak. You chow down. Take your time. I'll intro the show. So we don't want to interrupt you. You keep. What are you? That looks good there. What are you drinking?
A margarita.
Oh yeah, I caught you at happy hour.
Listen, every hour is happy hour.
Yeah, that's true, especially when you're in the midst of a pandemic. But yes, we are broadcasting from virtual, obviously, again today. But big news out of Governor's Comedy Club, which is where we normally do our show. And don't forget, you can always check us out on govsradio.com or Governor's Radio Facebook page. And you can check us out anytime. But here's the deal. Tonight, listen to this, Emily. This is going to blow your mind. Because we're in one of the phases of the moon, I'm not sure what phase we're in, that we can now do things outside or something like that. I'm not really sure. I'm a little confused. But anyway, Governor's Comedy Club, in less than 1 hour, at 7:30 tonight, is having their first live show. It will be on Hempstead Turnpike in the middle of traffic. The guy will be doing stand-up while he dodges traffic. No, I'm just kidding. That's you think that doesn't sound right.
Wrong.
That's true, it's wrong. They're set up a nice little patio, which you'll see when you come to the studio. Outside, beautiful patio. It's a beautiful night too. It's temperature's about 111, so you'll enjoy some hot, hazy, humid, sweaty comedy by Mick Thomas, who's a very funny comic. He's an Irish. He's got a brogue. Brogue. You do a better Irish than me.
I do a better Irish than you.
Even with your mouth full, that was better. Very good.
Listen, I really study it.
That was actually, what'd you say? We lost you for a second.
I said I really study it. I do my best.
I like it. Oh, you would love him. He speaks like that. He's pretty funny. I have seen him before, and he's performed at Governor's. So what they're doing, let me set how this is going to happen. It's called Comedy on the Patio, and they set up some tables in the, like the restaurants have been doing. And what they're going to do is it's 4 at a table, and going to have a little comedy tonight. So that's going to be starting right after our show. So what you do, you're watching our show. We warm up him. We're getting you warmed up. We're kind of the appetizer, if you will.
Opener.
We're the opener, the appetizer. We're the lead into the entree. And then the headliner comes out, Mick Thomas. He makes you all laugh. And, somebody said to me about essential workers. Essential this, essential that. I think comedy's pretty essential. What do you think?
I think it is. I think that this pandemic has proved that, actually, because you see so many people depressed, having really rough times, especially when you're isolated, you're kind of left alone with your thoughts and stuff. So I think that comedy is such an essential way to be able to let loose and kind of like have that moment where it's going to get better and you have people who can still laugh and still make jokes. So I do, in fact, think it's essential. And anyone who doesn't can fight me.
Good for you. Give me hey, can you do a hand reaction or no? Oh, good. So, good. Give yourself an applause. I'll give you, that was very good. If I had an applause thing here, I would give you some applause. But I'll tell you who doesn't share our same views for their own profession, thinking it's essential, which is Major League Baseball. They have no urgency to get back on the field unless, and you know what? Here is some actual audio from Major League Baseball and the meetings.
I'm ready.
No dough, no show.
Wow. I'm not sure who that was. Let me hear it again. Let me see if I can recognize which ball player that was.
No dough, no show.
Wow. So that's really all the audio feed I got from that meeting. But yes, they they're here. Not really worried about getting back on the field. They're worried about getting paid. Good for them.
Steve, are you a Yankees fan or a Mets fan?
Please. What can I show you? Let me see what I have here. I usually, I always have, what do I wear? You always have seen me in the past with my I always have what hat on? What visor? Here's a test.
I have a memory of a half-dead goldfish, so
I don't even know what that means.
50 shot means I have a bad memory. But
Okay.
50 I'm going to say Yankees.
Woo!
Yankees fan, so
Very good. You would be correct, my friend. Now, of course, I would be remiss and without mentioning Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. We did it last week, but we're a day after, so we want to get all the dads out there. Have Happy Father's Day. I am excited. I was able to escape another year without being a dad. Woo! Applause for me. Applause for me. No phone calls, no emails, nothing.
must have been super difficult for you.
The pandemic helped.
Oh, wow.
So, but I was able to see the family, or I should say half see. I think I saw my family. I couldn't recognize any of them because they were all cloaked in whatever, sheets, masks, hazmat suits. We had ourselves a lovely socially distanced, very hand sanitizing clean Father's Day, which this show is brought to you by Sanitizer, something.
You were so close.
I
It
was.
was clean until that end part.
Smells good.
Look, I have mine.
It's going to be a clean show. We're going to sanitize this show. Make it
I
nice
feel
and...
like I just had a little, you know how people like sniff glue to get like a high, like a rush high?
I don't know about that.
So powerful, I just sniffed it and felt a head rush.
Hey, look what I'm wearing today.
Your dumbbells t-shirt, one of my favorites.
Always promoting the dumbbell show because we're going to get that. So I'm waiting for us to get back to the studio. And you lucky fans, you guys are lucky because we are going to give you the pilot episode, but we're going to wait till we get in the studio because I decided that's going to be the best for audio, for sound effects, for cast, so we could do it properly. I want everybody to hear every line I wrote. So
get to hear from your favorite blonde, Hunter Stone, who is that pilot, played by someone on this call. I'm not going to say who.
Well, it's one of the two of us, and I'm not playing the female surfer. Now, we definitely have to, we got to do before we get into the hair check segment, we always like to do our weekly hair check segment. Yours looks lovely, by the way, as always. Mine is a different story. Look what I got my dad. I got it here. What's going on here? Let me fix it. Hold on.
Oh,
I got my dad. Look at this. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's is it like an actual license plate or is it just like for his?
It's a frame, right? It says "Too Cool," and it says "The Ego State," and it's my dad, and he's standing. We went to a car show, and he's standing in front of the one of his. Actually, that was his first car he ever had, the Ford Fairlane.
Oh.
Pretty cool. So that is that. It's pretty cool. That was one of the gifts. So I got this on eBay. It was pretty cool. I found a picture frame license plate on eBay. So that was fun. My dad liked that. He enjoyed that. I got him a few other things. And oh, look at this. This is this you'll love because my birthday had passed back in March. So we got together. They gave me some of the birthday gifts because they haven't seen me. Look what I got. Now this is going to blow you away. I don't know if you'll recognize them.
But I can't see. Don't back it up because what is that? That kind of looks like it's so blurry. It kind of looks like Martin Short, but it's not.
No, it's Jack LaLanne.
I honestly should have known that because you're obsessed with him.
Now, right, because I'm writing the project, I'm doing the project on Jack LaLanne. So my niece, she's so smart. She knew, and she was on, I don't know if she got this on eBay, I think she did. And look, I don't know if you could see, this is going to be hard to see. It actually says, to my friend Steve, keep up the workouts.
Oh, that's cute.
So it's obvious, they found one that's, to a Steve, might not be me, but I think it was to me, even though he's been dead for 10 years now.
I'm going to say it was to you, Steve.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
Yeah, but this was really cool. I love this gift. It was really thoughtful. I like gifts when you're thinking. Thinking is always good. The thoughtful gifts are wonderful. How was your Father's Day? How did you guys all do?
It was really good. So my dad actually has 11 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
So we did not have a full family socially distant day, but we did have a few family members over. Socially distant barbecue. It was so nice because human interaction is something I thrive off of. So getting to see some of my family members was great. We got my dad an entire outdoor deck patio set. So he's excited about that.
Wow, so you got him a whole deck?
Well, we built the deck. I helped build the deck.
I remember, yeah.
Situation, and I'll send pictures in one day.
I would love it.
But we also got him the whole set, the chairs, the table, the sofa for the deck. So it was pretty cool. He was super excited about it. I love that for him.
That's pretty cool.
What?
I like it. Wow, that's really great.
Listen, well, it's funny you talked about gift giving and being thoughtful because I always say that one of my love languages, because there's 5 love languages, one of mine is I love to give gifts because I love to I'll see something and think about someone, but
right.
I don't necessarily love getting gifts. It's weird. Love languages are really interesting. So
Well, that's nice. You know, you're a thoughtful person. You always are giving the thoughtful gifts and thinking of people. Wipe that tear away. Now, I have to look at this mess. I'll give everybody a hair check. Let's check the hair. So yours looks lovely. Yours looks great. Don't even start right now because it's embarrassing.
Listen.
Look at this. Look at this.
Disgusting right now.
Look at this mess.
I'm gonna promote something real quick.
Promote it.
If anyone wants me to do Steve's hair, all you have to do is give like 1 like on Instagram, and I'll give him a haircut in the driveway.
Wow. I don't know if I'll give that a like. Can you now? You say you could do this, right? You know how to cut hair.
Mhm.
I don't know. I might let it grow long. I'm digging it. My mom said I could almost put it in a bun or something. What do you think about that?
If I saw you with a man bun, I would snip it off mid-workout.
No, because I'll get a man bun and I'll join a boy band.
No, I would take
A
like
virtual boy band. What?
I would take the army knife scissors, the really tiny one, to make it slow and out.
Now,
And literally do it mid-workout.
good thing you brought. What can you cut with those army scissors? I mean, for God's sake, you're supposed to use that in a war or in an army. You can't even cut loose a piece of paper with that.
I think that's the most I can cut with it. Maybe I'll do like a little experiment and try cutting different substances.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. That you're not getting anywhere with that. No wonder you're not cutting anything with that. And the corkscrew, that whole Swiss Army thing is a joke. That's not going to save you from anything. Now, we got big things on this show. I'm very excited. At first I couldn't think of what to have on the show. When I don't think of topics, you know what I like to do? I like to drive around Long Island because usually within a minute or two I can find something to discuss because it doesn't take very long to drive around Long Island and get upset. Usually it's a pothole. Usually it's some annoying line I'm on or something. Whatever it is, it only takes about 5 minutes, so I can find topics. I'm driving down one of the roads, and boom, I see yellow caution tape. So I'm like, I'm in. Probably a murder, something. Very excited. And
Murder is not exciting.
well, hopefully it was, something exciting. I like to go to extremes. But unfortunately, it was just people got a new blacktop driveway. So, it was not a good day to drive around Long Island and get ideas.
No, but when I drive around Long Island, I'm lined up at a beach.
Yes,
Beach is now on the vein of my existence.
we are going to discuss beaches because beaches have opened. I'm trying to get feedback about which are the better ones, which are the crowded, blah, blah, blah. But before we do that, I think it's time. And
I'm nervous when you say that.
I think, let me see what it's time to do. Let me get ready to do this. No, we're not going to give Ariana Grande.
I'm so confused why you have that.
Like to have the time I lost and give it back to you.
What is going on with you right now?
Haha, that's so funny. Last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaurs.
So, what we're going to do, and I didn't do this last week on the show.
Want to explain it, or should I?
In my hand, I'm holding what had happened to me. This is a letter from Capital One. So to back up, a couple of months ago, I was preparing for an exam. It was a online personal training certification to be able, because I saw all this happening. So I knew I wanted to get an extra online platform to train my clients.
Yeah.
And so this place, this Fugazi place, NHE, You study for a test, you do this whole thing, and I usually don't get taken for a ride. I usually give the ride.
Okay.
I got taken. So I paid a lot of money, or a substantial amount, for the exam and the review book and all this baloney, which the review book stunk. I knew all the material anyway. Then I never got a score on the exam. It was just this whole nonsense of never anything, and you couldn't call them, no contact, terrible. So I called Capital One, because I put it on my Capital One, and I said, I'm disputing the charge. I was very unhappy, and I've been a Capital One person for years. Never disputed. This is the first time. So they said, I will get it in the mail. I'll get my answer. Here's my answer.
I'm so excited.
You want to see somebody flip out on live air? I will tear this computer from shred. We'll call Capital One right now. Live on the air.
Oh boy. You'll be on hold for the entire show.
That's true. Here we go. I need a drum roll or something.
I'm like nervous for you. Oh wait.
Give me a drum roll.
Can I hear this?
It's high noon.
Drum roll?
It's high noon.
It's time, baby. That's the best I have. I don't have a drum roll. I can do a bongo roll. I got bongos here. All right, Capital One. Wow.
Glasses, so you can barely see.
I can't even see any of this. Are they kidding? Oh, I see.
Really suspenseful.
Yeah, just what I expected. Here's an update on your dispute with NHE certifications. When you contacted us about your credited account, they credited my dispute. Since then, the merchant provided them with information to support the transaction, which was all made up lies, by the way. It says here, so for now we are reapplying the charges. I knew it because and they didn't, sincerely Capital One, very personal. My friend Capital One. I'm very upset.
You told me when you first received this that if it wasn't the answer that you wanted, you would rip up your card on live air.
It says, if you still want to continue with this dispute, please send us a signed and dated letter that includes your case number by July 1st. You better believe I will. Forget that, I'm going to call. And I'll be on hold, and I'll get somebody from some faraway parts unknown, to be politically correct. And I'm sure, look at this. This is the information. Look what they sent that says look at this. You can't even see it. Are they kidding?
Wait, that's amazing.
This is it. This is the backup. You need a telescope and a magnifying glass to see this. This is the backup. Okay. Well, I'm glad they did a thorough investigation. On this show, I hope I get sued by Capital One. I urge all my listeners to take their Capital One cards and cut them up right now. Cut them up with a Swiss Army scissor.
I'm a firm Chase Bank nickel.
I'm done with them. Done. Wait, I should record. I'm gonna record. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record my phone call with them. You know how they always record your end? I'm gonna record, and I'm gonna play it on air next Monday.
Make sure that you tell them that you're recording it. You know, legality purposes, just protecting you. Just wanna.
I don't need protection from these jerks. Don't worry about me.
Oh, you know, this flip out was relatively calm on the air.
Well, I didn't want to go nuts and lose the feed. And lose the Wi-Fi. I didn't want to hit my computer and lose the Wi-Fi. Look at this card my niece made for me. Look how nice.
You can see it. You can bring it up. Happy birthday, Steve. I can't read, but that's super cute.
See how it says what it stands for?
Exciting, very cool, extra fun.
That's right. Extra fun, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like that's relative.
Extra fun is not relative.
Extra fun is very relative. Listen, my nickname in my house is Sunshine because of my sunny, quote-unquote, disposition.
Have they met you?
Exactly, I'm so upbeat and happy all of the time.
Yeah.
Mind?
I don't know how your dog's doing during this firecracker week, but my poor niece and sister's dog, Bailey, is having a rough time. Not enjoying the fireworks, no way.
We haven't had too many over here. My dog is afraid of her own shadow, so you can imagine how that goes. My dog's name is Maisie.
I know Maisie.
Daniel. She's super, super cute, but she's afraid of absolutely everything to the point where we'll take her for a walk, she'll see the scarecrow, and she'll pee. So...
Wow.
Yeah.
That's Hey, you've gone to some beaches, have you?
I have.
Now, I know you had a rant. Do you want to rant first, or do you want to talk about the beach scene? It's up to you. If you want to get a rant off your chest, this is the platform to do it.
Part of my rant is about the beach scene.
So go ahead. While you're doing that, I will open up a tasty sponsor, Celsius, which, by the way, can now be found not only in the vitamin shop, but at North Shore Farms and your local grocer. It's expanding. I've been turning people on to this, and it's exploding. I'm going on Shark Tank. Can you go on Shark Tank with a product already out there? No. I got to invent something?
Yeah.
That could be a problem.
Yeah, me too.
What's your beach problem?
It's like a twofold beach problem. So the first is, before Corona, I don't understand how people were not already following the so-called Corona rules of the beach. Like, Steve and I talked about this previously. You could be sitting down in a nice little open little patch, and this family of 10 with like 8 kids comes over and sits literally on top of you. Now you hear their music. You get the sand from their kids digging.
This is unacceptable!
So, that's the first part of the rant, because now the beaches are actually, like, pretty okay, although you have the people who come in groups of, like, 20 to be socially distant and play football on the beach. I don't know how that's socially distant when you're tackling someone, but, whatever floats your goat. The second part is, I went to Crabtree State Park recently, which is a beautiful part of Long Island. And I saw this sign, like, watch out for ticks. It was only in one little tiny section. Well, my friend and I went walking, exploring a little bit, and lo and behold, I had a tick. And I wasn't even close to any of the shrubbery or anything. So I hate ticks.
That's a funny thing. That's a funny coincidence you mentioned ticks, because when I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of money, and I wanted a pet, and we couldn't afford one, so we got a tick. We went to the woods, and I got a tick. Henry. His name was Henry. I called him Hank. Hank the tick. Yeah, Hank died. But go ahead. Sorry.
I'm so glad you shared about your weird tick. But all I have to say is I don't know the purpose of ticks. I like ticks. My dog doesn't like ticks, and when you attack my dog, that is a direct attack on me. And so one of the things I had to do was the tick was just chilling, like decided to go in for a little drink of my blood, and so I had to pull it off, but I had to save it in a little bag just in case I got Lyme disease or got a rash, so I would know exactly what the tick was and like haven't progressed. So I'm all good. Don't worry, your girl doesn't have it. But
That guy should have did that with the bat that started this whole thing, right? Didn't they say this was from a bat? He should have saved the bat in a little bag. Then we wouldn't have had a problem. I don't know if that works the same way. I'm not really sure if that works the same way.
it could have. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know?
That is quite a rant. I agree with you. Some of the beaches are doing okay, like Robert Moses, Long Beach. Really depends where you go. They're charging now, right? Are they charging?
I haven't been charged once. I think that there's something to do with like them actually keeping it open for the summer for free. Don't quote me on this, but like I know people who are returning their Empire passes.
No, because I'll tell you, don't tell them not to, because Jones is charging. Steve, our other square, who's not with us today, ladies and gentlemen, we are missing a third party. He's charged $10 parking fee. And who else is Robert Moses? Same.
I haven't been charged once at Robert Moses, and I go like every other day of the week.
I don't know. When was the last time you went?
Like this past weekend.
I don't know, but Steve gets charged. He goes to Jones Beach.
I haven't been to Jones. I heard that Jones is getting so crowded that they're actually shutting down and like turning people away.
Yeah, because I mean that's where where are people going to go? Now they have an alternative option. They can go. I heard this because we're in one of the phases of the moon. I don't know what phase are we in. 11, 12, 15.
2 or 3.
I don't care. I'm not keeping track. But Marshalls, I heard somebody said Marshalls was opened. One of them, or some of them. I don't know. So you now can go in, and you know my favorite part of Marshalls is?
What?
I love getting something like a really high-end designer, and you look at the price tag and it's like $11 because it's like an irregular fit. Like one sleeve is 4 inches longer, which is okay. You roll up the sleeves, you're fine. You know? So don't worry. Get yourself an irregularly fit Tommy Hilfiger shirt for like $9. That's how I shop. That's how I give people gifts. And then I tell them to stand like this.
And evens them out. Exactly.
It is, because I am a trainer.
One shoulder pad and the other one doesn't. And listen, if you have uneven shoulders,
so,
but getting back to the beaches really quick.
Yeah.
When I went to Captree last Thursday or Friday, it was no charge either.
I don't know. Maybe, I get different things from different people. I don't know. But, because I haven't been yet, I usually don't go till, if I do, because the water doesn't get good till after July 4th. Still a little cold. So I wanted to, last year I was doing the boogie board, and this year I was going to try to surf, so we'll see how that goes. If I'm lucky, I'll get wiped away into some wave, a tsunami that just takes me off to some other distant island. Like I hope that I end up like Tom Hanks in Castaway. I would love that. If I got caught by a big wave and it just took me off to some island in Bolivia.
I'll give you a volleyball for Christmas so you can make your own Wilson.
I would love, but no, we have to. He has Wilson. We got to do something different. You got to think of something different than a volleyball.
I mean, we can do one of the boxing pads that I have.
That's good. That's now but it's got to have a name. You see how the volleyball had the name Wilson? It kind of went. You need something that has a name.
Gretchen.
No, you can't make the name. Has to be the equipment. You see, because the brand was Wilson. You understand?
I have to go look at it. I know it's a brand name. I just can't remember what it is.
Well, it's got, but the brand name has to be. See, this is the same confusion we ran into when I tried my game that my mom hated. I was so upset with my mom. I had this great, thought-provoking game. My mom goes, "I didn't understand any of that crap. Stop it."
Be nice to your mom.
I'm always nice to my mom, but I always count on my mom to like the show. You keep drinking. And she did. I told you, I was very upset. I always get a thumbs up from my mom after the show. Great show, awesome. I didn't understand that bit. Stop it.
Listen.
Confusing.
Respect her. I love your mom.
Who doesn't? I love my mom. I love my. Are you kidding?
I haven't even met her, and I love her.
Well, that's okay. She has seen us in a show. She saw you from the audience when she went to see us in a show. How many shows did we do together? 1 or 2?
1.
That's it?
Isn't that wild?
I think we did like 10 shows together.
I saw you in the play, like, Over the River, and is it Over the River and Through the Woods?
That was it. I played Nick, which is my brother's name. I think I played Nick. I don't even remember. Very good.
Heel Trap.
You have a good memory. You know what? Why don't I'll let me rant for a second. So that was your rant, and I'm gonna do this one for my rant.
This is so unfair!
It is unfair. Is basically. So where should I start? I'll start with some of the movies. So what's happening is, obviously, because I'm still hoping Mulan is released on July 24th. That's what Disney says. So I don't know, but I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. But so in the meantime, all these other Fugazi movies are streaming on demand on whatever stream. So Scoob, which is for Scooby-Doo, the Scoob movie came out. Pete Davidson, horrible actor, or I don't even call him an actor. He's just whatever, Ariana Grande's boy toy that got lucky on SNL. So he gets a part. He's the lead in this stupid movie, The King of Staten Island, by Judd Apatow, who's awesome. Judd Apatow wrote 40-Year-Old Virgin, all the funny stuff with Steve Carell and Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen, and he does this crap movie. Your girl is in it, though. That's why you'll watch it.
No.
Marissa Tomei.
I didn't know that.
She plays his mom. It's like he's in a fire department, and his mom is Marissa Tomei. And then she gets a boy. It's a stupid thing. He's just terrible. So
sometimes that goes to show you, though, that it's not the writer. It really is the actor who just.
It's all bad. It's all bad. And not only is it all bad, but they're charging $20. I looked on the TV and it was on demand. So I was like, oh, there was another movie I wanted to see with Kevin Bacon. It was This House or something. It was a thriller. Something, You Should Have Left This House. It's a thriller. Yeah. So I thought, oh, I like Kevin Bacon. $20. Come on.
Oh, that's BS.
They don't even charge that for a movie, and you're going to charge me $20 at home?
Services. The most they'll charge that is for HBO Max, and even that's only like $15.
$20 for that crap. So that got this.
This is unacceptable!
And then the other half of my unacceptable. So that was just that. That bothered me the other night. And then what happened here? The other thing that's annoying to me, so when I was driving around looking for some topics, I did find something which annoys me. I hate being yelled at by those Amber Alerts. You know, those blinking.
Yeah.
Stop yelling at me to stay home. Stop yelling at me to sneeze into.
An Amber Alert is when there's a child who was kidnapped.
But they don't even care about that anymore. The child kidnapped, don't worry about it. Right now, they're just screaming at you to go home, sneeze to the left, look to the right, don't talk to anybody, cover your this, cover your that, and it just keeps blinking and blinking. I understand. It's almost July 4th. We get it. If you don't get it by now, that little Amber Alert, and how are you supposed to, if you're focused on reading that, and I'm going about 60 miles an hour, you're just setting people up for a crash. You're not supposed to be reading something up here and looking here.
Well, my favorite is those alerts where it's like, text and drive, or like, it's like the rhyme that's like, New York State is like, it's something about wearing your seatbelt, but they make it a rhyme, and it's the same thing. It's like you're talking about driving safely, and yet it's distracting to look up and watch.
Yes, thank you. I mean, stop telling me what to do via an Amber Alert. I don't want my advice. You know, they should start giving, like, all advice. Like, if you're depressed, they should have, like, Amber Alerts that are kind of cheer you up or give you, like, dating advice. Like, there should be all kinds of Amber Alerts.
Essential.
Yes.
Full circle.
You know what I want as my job? Here's my dream job. I want to be the one to write those Amber Alerts. Then you'd have some fun.
Sure.
Oh, I would be telling people what to do and where to go.
No, ma'am, that is not what we're doing.
No?
Literally, I think I would crash my car if you were the one writing the Amber Alerts.
I would look for the emoji Amber Alerts where, like, you just give somebody the finger.
If they're speeding.
If they're speeding, you give them the...
If they're texting, that's what they get. Like, literally.
Exactly. I'm all about, you know, I think it's quicker, right? It's harder to read the Amber Alert. You got to give a little emoji. If you want somebody to stay home, have a little house, so they just see that. If you want someone, you know, to sneeze in their shoe, have a shoe. You know, just tell people. You don't need to write a paragraph with a hashtag and a trend. Stop it. And don't rhyme anymore. I don't want to be told. The worst, it's bad enough to be told what to do, but then to have it rhyme. I mean, stop it. It's like you're driving and reading Mr. Rogers.
Only the adults can drive, so why are we getting, like, children's rhymes? Like, drive sober, don't get pulled over. Really, one time.
I like that one.
You like that one? No, it rhymes!
I know, I'm kidding.
I have a weird question for you. Before we go...
I probably have a weird answer. What's your weird question?
I mentioned HBO Max.
Yes.
You know exactly what HBO Max is.
It's just another streaming. It's just another premium streaming platform.
Really? It is HBO. With, like, added shows. And that's it. They're charging you more money per month.
I know. It would be like if you had, like, you know, Star or anything, Netflix Max. It's just their platform giving you more of nothing.
One of the reasons I love Hulu, because we all know that I am a stan on Hulu.
You love your Hulu.
I had HBO through Hulu because I kind of got rid of cable. So through Hulu, I got HBO, and the thing with HBO was that when they upgraded to Max, everyone who had that, like, additional platform to Hulu automatically got HBO Max without the prices being raised.
No, they did the right thing. I mean, the HBO Max is silly. The Netflix, I think, prices are going up.
I get something every single year saying they go up.
I know, it's ridiculous. I mean, you're paying for, like, not only for your basic, your cable, and now you're paying for all these streaming. I mean, you're probably paying $1,000 a month to watch nothing.
And all these, like, individual channels now are forming their own streaming services with their own...
They're smart.
Like, CBS All Access is all shows that stream on CBS, plus, like, some movies. But it costs, like, $12 a month. I was like...
It's ridiculous.
Are you kidding me? And then the same thing, I think they called it Peacock for NBC.
Okay.
And, like, I don't know why it's called Peacock. I guess it's for the banner, like the logo. It spreads out. But that one also costs money. Although they say that for the pandemic it's free.
Yeah. Nothing's free. And
This is gonna suck because every single viewing service is gonna be like $20.
I know. It's ridiculous. And if I have to get rid of them, the only one, I mean, I don't know. I think I like Amazon better than Netflix. I said that last week. I'm more of an Amazon person. I find nothing. There's 4,000 choices on Netflix, and I go through them all. There's not a one I want to see.
Yeah, that's why I like Hulu. Hulu and Amazon are pretty tight for me. Also, Amazon has a lot of, like, independent TV series and, like, up-and-coming TV series that, like, new writers have written that I really like, instead of Netflix, where they they don't really outsource any series or movies anymore. Since everything's original, they don't pay and they don't want to produce new TV shows outside of writers.
Well, supposedly, before this all happened, Netflix signed Shonda Rhimes to an overall deal where she could develop original shows for Netflix, but then this all happened, so nothing has come out. So, you know, but we'll be there when they're auditioning. We'll be the first two there.
Oh yeah, she's gonna write an entire show about this, and we'll have first-hand experience. We'll be like,
yeah, I'll definitely be. I'll be right there at the first casting call. Now, the Long Island Railroad, I heard they were either going to reduce fares or do something to get people trying to take the train again. I don't know if it said, it was on the front page today. They're either going to reduce the fare or something like that. But the problem is you can't go on the train, you can run alongside. You can kind of hang on the outside.
I would do that. I hope they reduce the fare though, because I work full time in the city and I get a monthly ticket. And it's mad money, bro. It is so much money.
Well, are you, but you didn't get any signal or any notification. You're still remote, right? You're still working from home.
Yeah, because, so the way that this is working is since I work in the city, they're only barely entering phase 2, I think.
Okay.
So I'm really not going to be able to go into work until mid-July at least, and even then, my company is really discouraging people from going in, so it's going to be a whole reopening of that process, where it's like every 2 weeks you add another person.
That's interesting.
I think, honestly, you're going to see a lot more people in general working from home after this.
I think you will. I think they're going to see that, yeah, you don't need, you know, if places can get away without paying rent on buildings, and they can get most of their staff to work from home, sure.
Listen, if I have to wear a mask for 8 hours in an office building, I would want to die.
Now, you always have awesome segues.
Thanks.
That brings us into the mask segue.
I know. You know, I did that perfectly. I tried to do it smoothly, and then you call it out.
Well, you should be recognized for your smoothness.
Thank you.
I like to don't worry, you know, we're not trying to trick anybody here. We like to get behind the curtains. We like to open up a little bit. You keep drinking your margarita. You know, my mom loves the margarita. She gets the takeout margaritas.
In fact, I'm not really a huge fan of margaritas, because I'm not a huge fan of tequila, but...
You do what you got to do when you're home. I understand. I get it. You have to suffer and have a margarita. So I was thinking, so everybody's wearing these masks. What if you could choose like a superhero mask? You know, one of your favorite comic book characters, or Marvel, DC, whoever. And let's say the mask only covers, because, you know, some of these superheroes only cover the face, the eyes. They don't really. But it doesn't matter. Let's say it did, for fun's sake. What would be your mask of choice in your...
4.
4? Or did you say Thor?
No, 4. I have 4. One would be Bane from Batman.
Okay, that's a good one.
Because it's literally just
It's too bad. You know what we should have done? We should have had the pictures to put them up.
I know.
I thought of this late. Sorry. But some people will know.
Bane has what looks like a gas mask that's like tight to his face.
Yeah.
And it looks the back of his head, and it looks dope. The second one would be Deadpool, because I love Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds. Now, Deadpool, I checked it out. There was the list for the coolest masks. And Deadpool, what number was Deadpool? Wow, Deadpool was number 3.
Ooh, yes.
Almost. Deadpool was number 3. Deadpool's got a cool mask.
So the third one would be Venom from Spider-Man.
Venom is good.
And my last one is another See, if I could do the Joker, I would, because I love the Joker. But it's a little too scary. So I'm gonna move to the other Batman villain, who was Scarecrow.
Which one?
Scarecrow.
From where?
Batman.
I don't remember. It was Which Batman was that from?
That was the first Batman Begins movie, and it's the doctor who puts on this, like, mask that's almost like a burlap sack, but it's, like, really freaky looking as
I gotcha. Yes.
face.
Yes, that's a good one.
Because if I didn't like anyone, or if anyone pissed me off, I would get out that little spray, put on my mask, and just be like, shh.
That's a good one. Now, this would, since we're talking comic characters, basically, but you're a theater girl, you could definitely pull the Phantom mask on you, and go into your local supermarket and have the Phantom mask. But then only half of your face would be safe, because it's a half mask.
On this side, I only have to speak out of this side.
Yeah.
Like, Steve.
Yeah. Steve.
The strawberries.
I'll take a pint of strawberries. I'm hideous.
A quarter pound of turkey.
We have to, yes, that would be. But I'm with you on Deadpool. I'm on Deadpool with you. I actually like The Mask or Big Head. Same thing.
Okay.
From Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Yes.
I like Big Head's mask, where he has that crazy mask. I like... Which one else did I put down? Oh, I definitely loved back in the day, I really liked like a Catwoman.
Ooh, I was going to say that as honorable mention.
You got to do Catwoman. I can see you as Catwoman.
He's so fierce.
That's what you should do, right? You just have to pull it down lower.
I'm definitely more of a villain. Like, I'm such a fan of villains. I just think that they have more interesting arcs. So, like, if it was like a female villain, I would have to go with Poison Ivy.
That's a good one.
Because she gets so underrated. Like, Poison Ivy is so dope.
She's good. That's a good one.
If anyone's wondering.
They gave, at the top on the list was Robin from Batman.
Who would ask for Robin's mask?
It's a nothing. And they gave it it was like number 2 or number 1.
Is Spider-Man number 2?
Spider-Man was like 12. And that is dope. Spider-Man is my guy. That would be my pick. They just thought, I don't know why they picked Robin.
That's bizarre. I could totally see Deadpool. If I had to guess the top 5, I would say Iron Man as one of them.
Yes.
I would say Deadpool. I would say... Ooh. I'm trying to think of, like, superheroes who have masks. Spider-Man at the top.
Spider-Man should be at the top. I do, like I said, I like The Mask or the Big Head. I like, you can't, Joker was more makeup.
That's what I said. That's why I didn't include him, because I went, he's really makeup, so...
What about the Riddler?
I feel like was the Riddler not the Scarecrow mask?
No, the Riddler just had like nothing really fancy. He had like a cool outfit, but the mask was...
So was Penguin.
No.
Danny DeVito Penguin action.
But there's no mask!
You could do like a beak. That looked like a...
That's okay. You could do that. I'll give you that.
No, it's Penguin.
Let me ask the judge and see if you're okay.
How about,
That, they're giving you an okay on that. They're giving you... Coolamundo.
How about Batman? Is he on that list?
Of course. Batman's in the top 5.
I asked you to just tell me who the top 5 was.
You named almost all of them. You had Deadpool, You had Deadpool was in there. Batman's in there. Big Head's in there. Wolverine is in there.
Ooh, but Wolverine doesn't wear a mask.
He has something, right?
He just has like freaking hair that looks like ears.
I know. I don't know why they put Wolverine in there.
That's so
It's not really a mask. Like if you walked in to a store with a Wolverine mask, they'd ask you to leave because it's really not a mask.
Wait, you know who I would do? I would do like a Michael Myers mask.
Ah, well now you get yes. Michael Myers.
Either Michael Myers or
Well, you could do Jason. What about? Well, did Freddy Krueger have a mask?
His mask was kind of just like warts on his face. But
Yeah.
like,
Well, his face was all distorted.
yeah, like burned. Was it burned?
It looked like it was burned. Something happened to him. He had a rough childhood.
Definitely Jason or Michael Myers.
That's a
That would
good
be
one
such
for creepy. Yeah. You could do
Yeah.
something like that. So this is what we'll do. You got Jason, Michael Myers for your like creepy guys, your thriller movies, your horror movies. You have the Phantom for the Broadway show, and then for your comic characters, we'll stick with like Deadpool, Spider-Man, Batman, and Catwoman. We'll definitely.
Catwoman and Deadpool would be the main two, and then like honorable mention to Batman.
True. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to wear a whole bunch. We gotta bring some of these in. Like maybe I'll go online. I'll try to order some, and then we can wear them on the show. That'll have to be. We'll have to do that when we're back in the studio.
Listen, you know how much I love masks in general. I have a bunch already in my room, so I'm ready.
Now, I know you are. So the other thing to do. What is happening here? The other thing we have to do is so we did the mask, but I talked to Sally, and she said hopefully we can be in the studio broadcasting from Governor's Comedy Club soon, which is my hope. They are as of now doing the 27th, which is from 12 to 2, I believe. I'll confirm that, but I believe it's 12 to 2. When is the 27th? What day is that?
It's this Saturday.
It's this Saturday from 12 to 2. Big time right there.
It'll be my first time really meeting anyone at the studio.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And they're doing, it's like a charity event. We're having a charity event. You can donate cans of whatever you like that's canned. Not really sure.
If you bring SpaghettiOs, I will throw them at your car.
If you bring what?
SpaghettiOs, like the canned SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs and meatballs. I used to love that as a kid. No? Chef Boyardee. I don't think he was a real chef, though. But, yeah, bring some of that. And we'd love to see you drive by, honk your horn, or, we're trying. So hopefully that'll go without a hitch. And hopefully maybe you might even be able to meet us there if we're there, and give us a wave.
Maybe I will cut Steve's hair live on Saturday for some motivation for you guys to come and drop off some cans.
That is not a promise. Do not come and base your can dropping on her macheteing my hair. It's not happening. I'm not letting you touch this.
Yes, you will.
Maybe. We'll think about it. Send me a couple of pictures of your work and I'll let you know. Send me your portfolio. Hey, so don't forget, I don't know, hopefully they'll post it, or if you're there, people should be sitting right now. It's about a minute to 7:30. Mick Thomas is the comic, is getting ready to go on. He is fabulous. That is Gov's Radio at Gov's Comedy Club on the patio. It's comedy on the patio.
Listen, I hope that we were a great warm-up act for him. The good bread to his entree.
Yes, we're like the antipasto, the Genoa salami, if you will. You're more the Genoa salami. I'm the kind of maybe the bruschetta, maybe a little bit of the roasted red peppers with the black olives.
I'm more of like the bread and the butter, like the warm bread.
Okay.
Melted butter,
You could be the warm bread and the melted butter. I'll be the, I like the roasted red peppers and the black olives.
Okay, sounds good.
That's what we'll be for Halloween. Next Halloween, that's what we'll be. So good luck. Break a leg to old Mick Thomas over there. He'll be starting that show right about now. And hopefully sooner than later, we'll be broadcasting from Governor's Comedy Club. But check out our shows on govsradio.com. The Steve Squared Show. Oh, Governor's Radio Facebook page is always a great place. You know, we're everywhere. We're on Roku. You can see us on a lot of channels. I think SoundCloud. We're everywhere. I think they was going to start posting these podcasts on iTunes, which I have to check with Sally. We're everywhere. Our faces are going to be on the side of a bus one day.
I need to cut your hair then.
No. If I'm going to be on the side of a bus, I want it to look like this. Surfer dude. Anyway.
Dude, what's up?
I think we covered a lot here. We talked about Jack LaLanne. We talked about Father's Day. We gave all the fathers a big cheer.
Talked about the beaches.
Talked about beaches. We talked about masks. We yelled about our gripes and our rants. We covered a lot in an hour. That's what we do here. We bring entertainment. We are essential.
We are
essential. Let's start that. And as always, we always want to thank our great essential people. Like I always love North Shore Farms. They've been doing an amazing job. They're always my thumbs up. And all the others that
really have been going and providing food to any of the essential workers in the hospitals. Because even with the state of the world, we still have a pandemic going on, and they have been working nonstop, so thankful for all of them. And, I would just say, like, even grocery store workers, like,
Sure.
they've been busting them for months, so just thank you to everyone with that.
I have to give one more quick shout out, or she'll kill me. My friend Terry is a banker, and she was saying today, she goes, I've been working through this whole thing, making sure people's banking and finances, and we're open, and we're taking care. And she says, I never see a shout out to bankers and to those office workers like yourself that are out there working. And so we want to, we'll give them a big shout too. We'll just shout out the whole world. Let's give a huge, just one covers everybody.
It's only the people working and like doing good.
Do good. Yeah, not those Amber Alert people. I'm excluding those from a shout out. They get excluded.
Those are the only people.
Those are the only people that are not essential. They are beyond non-essential. I'm calling you out, Amber. That might be a great name for you. I like the name Amber better than Hunter. We'll have to discuss that off air. I see you don't like that. Anyway, as always, stay healthy, stay safe, enjoy yourself, have a great week. Hope to see you soon. And as always, for Emily Vave, always catching Emily on give you a quick social channel.
I have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, all the fun stuff. It's just my name, Emily Vaeth. That's Vaeth. You can catch me on any of those platforms. I am not that interesting, but
What?
I keep it real. So, I know, spoiler alert. I do keep it real though. So if you ever are looking for a good little laugh, some entertainment, I will sneak some fun little pictures or videos of Steve on those. But Steve, where can we find you?
Well, you have always the Steve Squared Show. We always post our videos there and our pictures, a little behind-the-scenes stuff on the Steve Squared Instagram. And Facebook will Facebook's not an adjective, it's just me, Steve Kaminsky. Yeah, I'm thinking of changing that too. I'm trying to make that change, but for now it's just like you, just keeping it the name until we start changing to our stage name. But it's Steve Kaminsky. Definitely come on there. We like to post all the fun stuff, a lot of Steve Squared stuff, and maybe we'll start, and we're going to start posting when we're doing, don't forget dumbbells. Dumbbells. Double thumbs to dumbbells.
Listen, I'm so excited to bring dumbbells to the world. So excited for everyone to hear it, see it, watch it. So please lend your support if you like the show to both Dumbbells and to the Steve Squared Show, which we all know and love. It's all dear to our hearts. What else? Isn't there one more thing on Instagram that we can follow you at since you do some training?
Well, sure. You can always, on the PT side, the athletic side, the Jack LaLanne side, the dumbbell side, you can always see us on Jiminy Cricket, which is spelled with the G-Y-M-I-N-Y, and cricket with a K. I'm very imaginative, and that was all that was available. So I had to not only get imaginative, but I had to check on availability because I'm late to the party. Anyway, oh yeah, you know what that means? It means it's another completion of the Steve Squared Show. You finish that down, Em. Suck that down. Woo! Bye, Em.
Bye.
See you guys later. Stay safe. Peace.